Hey there, you're watching the Jessa channel on YouTube. I'm Jessa, and this is the Dwarves. We are playing as Tungdil and his party, and in the last episode, ouch, we got our butts whooped twice. So I've decided to leave that fight for now, and if we have a stronger party or we have an opportunity once something has happened over here, we may be able to more to better deal with that fight. But even though we have I am very curious about, and we're making our way to the firstlings, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of bothering me that we're missing this over here and some potential story over here. So let's head back. We're gonna go through Seaton. We've already been there.
You enter Seaton and take a look round.
And there is still nothing to talk about with Father Malin. I just checked. So I think this mystery is going to have to remain undone unless there's something else that we're supposed to be dealing with. We haven't got a chance to walk along the river here. Yeah. Oh, and here come the orcs. Might be a quicker party than we thought. Here they come. I think we're about to run right into them. Yep. Let's hit a orc. Let's try and hit an orc horde in the face. Or we may pass them in the middle of the night. I don't know. We'll see. Ah, nope, they run from us.
As on the previous evening, Bavragor sits apart from the others. But tonight, he waves you over.
Smeralda, my sister. You want to know what happened, right?
You nod and sit down.
She followed Boindle into battle. We tried to talk her out of it, but she was as unyielding as a mountain. Then came the day when the High Pass was attacked.
Bavragor drinks from his liquor.
He killed her. Blinded by the frenzy of battle, he thought she was one of the enemy. I can never forgive him. He killed my sister. Could you?
You inevitably remember the loss of Lot Yonan, Frala, and her children. You remain sitting in silence, each of you deep in thought. Boendal approaches, having either heard you or guessing what you were talking about.
His fierce life forge is a curse. He thought the orcs had robbed him of his love, and the ire came over him. Sometimes he calls her name in his dreams. Oh, he'd never admit it, but he suffers just like Bavragor. He too loved her.
The stonemason doesn't react, so you and Boendal go back to the others by the fire.
A lot of pain and some old history with our party. Sorry about that. And let's go here and see if the orc horde continues to run away from us. Yes, they do. We'll just chase this orc horde as we go up to this town here. I wonder if we're just not really meant to run into them. I'm just curious. Ah, here we go.
The all too familiar stench of tallow and grease reaches your nose. You know what this means.
There we go. So I plan to use this as revenge for my terrible loss before. And I am gonna do some of the stuff I did in the last episode here. We're gonna take out Oink Oink and use this instead. And hope that this is perhaps an easier fight and not one where we actually get to battle them instead of running from them. But only time will tell. Let's go here. Take this out. Take this out. Take this out. Let's go here and here. And then we'll try Goemgar. It just depends on what kind of fight it's going to be. It's really hard to tell. Over here, I'm going to take out Mighty Blow and put in Might. And then I'm going to leave Shield Bash in because I learned that crawling under his shield actually is a terrible skill because it means that I can't get him to stop, and then he gets surrounded by enemies, and then when he gets up, he gets killed. So I'm actually going to take that one out because it's just useless. I'm wondering if I should use... What I'm trying to do is I think I'm going to try and use someone else here. Who has the highest health? We could also try to use Geralda, but I learned really quickly that her health is so low. You know, I think I will try Geralda again. But I'm going to give her this instead. So that when she takes damage, she takes less of it. I'm going to go again with this. And then Tungdill has got this defense bonus, which I'm going to put on him, by the way. And then twice the AP, which allows him to do a leap attack. Received damage is halved for a short time. He doesn't really do a lot of special attacks. If I gave him this, then this would be less useful. These are mostly single enemy things, and I really need something that can be more about defense. Yeah, so I can keep leaping him away. I think that's probably the best one. So Tungdill. He doesn't do a lot of special attacks. He can use an action point, or he can just use a plain old healing potion. I think I'm going to give him that. You are the other party I'm going to take along. I think this cleave is the one I really use a lot with him. I'm going to take this off so I don't confuse myself. Okay, let's try this. Ah, kill 50 enemies. Good. Wonderful. Something just, you know, your regular, ordinary, don't have to run all the way across this extremely crowded map. Huh? Let's try for...
That's good as done.
Alright, let's move everybody ahead. All we need to do is kill 50 enemies. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. Let's hope they don't come up behind us. That's all I hope. Okay, so let's get everybody here. Oh! What are these?
Uh-huh.
Who is this right here?
What is it?
Oh, these are like little... I don't know what those are. But, okay. Well. Oh, and we have a bunch of orcs coming from here. Okay, so, Boandil.
Yes?
Yes?
I think I'm gonna stay focused on you at enemies nearby in quick succession. She also has a shadow stab, which I like the idea of using that. Right here. Actually, no. I should put it on this enemy. One enemy or the other. And that shadow stab does a lot. And these are very low level enemies here.
Uh-huh.
Tungdill, I'm going to have come up here.
And what now?
Boandil, also. up here. He can move so far. Okay. She is not sure if she actually got that off. So I'm gonna move her ahead. Keep her near Tungdil.
Vile creature.
Her skills have cooldowns.
Huh? All
So
right.
move Boandil ahead.
Huh?
And I have you get ready to meet the hordes up
course.
here.
Huh?
And you two.
On my way.
Okay, now, these strange creatures.
What is it?
I'm gonna have you work on cleaning these guys up.
Too easy.
Awesome.
What is it?
Why don't you go for this
Oh,
one?
what bad luck for you!
Oh, actually, you know what? Hold this pass. Seems like they keep coming out of here. Why don't you go
Say
for this guy?
goodbye forever.
Where are you going? Oh, I see. You're going up here. Why don't you do shoot 3 bolts here? Wow, she totally missed him. Did you see that? I was not impressed with that. Wow.
Over there?
Yeah, over there,
Vile
because
creature.
goodness. That was horrible, honey. Oops, wrong way.
Yes.
How about this? Yeah. So that takes him down to 2. And then
Yes?
you, why don't
Your
you just stay on
death is
him?
on its way.
Okay, stop killing. Stop running after them like that.
Your death is called Geralda.
Yeah, well, your death is called lame, Geralda. I'm not impressed.
I'm on it.
Okay. These little piggy things are kind of a pain in the butt.
And
How
what
are you
now?
doing? I'd like you to activate... You've got these guys in front of you. Why don't you activate this bloody scissors? Tungdil,
Yes.
do your best not to get caught in said bloody scissors. How about that? I realize I haven't really got any special attacks for Tungdil, just...
End it.
He can just do some basic attacks and just keep himself alive here. Okay.
As good as done.
What is it?
I love her voice acting though, it's really good. You... Let's raise his...
And again. He hardly put up a fight.
Yeah, he did.
On
I
my
know.
way.
Vile creature. And
All
again.
right, so you have this like creepy dude
With
following you,
pleasure.
this like weird pink orc baby.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I want you. Ooh. So I'm gonna do bloody scissors first, and then I'm gonna do that. Well, nope, or not. Boandil. Oh, is that it? Oh, here's one more back here. This guy. Boandil, take him down.
Huzzah!
Tungdil.
Yes.
Why don't you move on ahead and say hello
it?
and be the welcoming party. Why don't you
Yes.
move ahead too? Now
Yes.
What are you doing back there?
As good as done.
Stay.
He
Just
hardly
let the
put up a
piggy
fight.
punch you in the butt. Just let him do it.
Say
Here, just kill
goodbye
him.
forever.
There. Thanks. God.
Huh? On my way.
Jeez.
Vile creature.
All right, you
What
guys.
is it?
On him?
Oh, what bad luck for you.
All right. So now it's a party. So we have killed 16 out of
As
50.
good as done.
Ah, here we go. So this is where we
Huh?
need some high damage.
Huzzah!
I'm going to put Boandil on him. And I'm going to have him do Blade Storm. And then I'm going to cast this. No, wait, no. I'm going to
Of
go here
course.
first. There we go. You,
Yes.
can you do Shadow Step on this thing? Let's find out. Why are you on the ground? What is the matter with you?
Too easy.
Oh, God.
Huh?
It's like hurting children. Goodness. He's doing pretty good. I'm just gonna have you work on him.
Favrakas! And what now?
How's his health? There we go. Wow, look at that. He is such a high damage dealer.
What is it?
Okay. And where else to now? Looks like the party's coming from down here. So, Tungdil, why don't you go greet him?
What
And
is it?
Boandil, you two. You guys can stay here and clean up.
And what now? Yes, yes.
Okay.
What is it?
I want
Come
you
here,
on
you.
him. And you
On my
on
way.
him. You, if you've done having your nap, did I disturb
Yes.
you? So sorry.
Say
You go on him.
goodbye forever.
You
Yes. I'm
can
on
head
it.
forward. Because Boandal can take care
What
of
is
3
it?
orcs without sneezing. Without even, just in between bites of breakfast cereal.
What is it? Over there?
Alright, so Geralda. I would like you to... Oh, Shadow Step. Gosh, that's gonna be annoying.
I'm on it.
Why don't you come here behind or close to him, like
Over
here?
there?
Okay. And then, why don't you use that? I can't even tell if she's doing anything, to be absolutely honest. I really cannot tell. Let me give her some healing. Actually, can I
Yes,
take that
yes. Soon.
back? Can I take it back? I don't think I can. No. Okay.
And what now?
You. I went on this guy,
Huzzah!
and I want you to use Bloody Scissors.
I
Woo,
didn't hit you
Boandil's so
very
good.
hard.
Come here, you.
Come here. There we go. Him. All right, Blade Storm. I'll take Blade Storm. Okay, you. That cooldown. Okay, here we go.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I said, honey.
Huh?
How you doing back there? You doing okay? Can I get both of them in here? Oh, I can. Good.
Too easy.
Killed.
Yeah. Too easy.
On
He's
my
he's
way.
actually Boandal is actually one of
And
my
again.
favorites. He's so tough and
All right.
so intense and so awesome. And it's nice to have a relatively simple fight
Yes.
after all of that intense.
Ah!
Okay, good. She killed something. That's nice.
What is it?
Glad she could join us. All right, you
Yes?
two. Let's do the same hopscotch move. Move your head
And what now?
to greet the new enemies. And you can move ahead with them.
I'm on it.
What
and
is it?
you can clean up the riffraff as per usual. There we go.
Vile
Geralda, I
creature.
told you to
What is
move.
it?
Did you guys see me do that?
Yes.
I told her to move. And she totally did move.
Yes?
It's just one-on-one with you. You're fine with that. You can just take care of that without using an action point.
Yes.
I gotta keep an eye on you. I will not be using her again. Unless there's some particular, I don't want you to
What
use
is
another
it?
action point.
I
I'm
will
on
wake
it.
up.
Alright, here they come. I'm gonna have Boandil step forward. He's
Of
so good.
course.
And then
I didn't hit you very hard.
I'm gonna
They put up a
have
fight.
Geralda move to here
Over there?
because I want her to. Oh, she's gonna get some damage on with arrows, but I want to have her do this, which seems to be a pretty good spell, preferably without hitting Boandil. Okay, move over a little bit.
I'm on it.
Move.
And again.
Thank you. There we go. And then you're doing just
What
fine.
is it?
You. Let's activate that. Gosh! That is such a high damage dealing thing there.
Huh?
How are you doing? I think everything's dead. Are you just hanging around
As
having a
good
little
as
nap?
done.
Okay.
All
I
right.
understand. That's cool.
He hardly put
As
up
good
a
as
fight.
Okay, you're taking some damage. I don't like that. That's because there are these guys up here. Can you? You can't. But if I bring you
Yes,
over
yes.
here, over
Vile
here,
creature.
can I have you? Yes. Why don't you go up and have a little bit of fun?
Yes? All right.
Oh, there's a little piggy coming after you. You
Huh?
are okay.
What is it?
You are up here, now causing everybody a world of pain. So why don't you let everybody get around you, get nice and surrounded. Look at him.
Vile
Look
creature.
at those dual axes, man. He's so cool.
Yes.
Tungdill, why don't you come here?
Understood.
Pow! Another one bites the dust.
And, Geraldo, you're doing just fine where you are. Tungdill, come up here and help him out. There you go. You guys can have fun there for a minute while we figure out where more enemies are coming from. So we're at 38 out of 50.
Yes?
Make sure we have
As good
Geraldo.
as done.
Okay.
Killed.
Oh, and there are two up here. Geraldo, I see him. Nope, nope.
Yes?
Why don't you go for him? Nice. Well, she does good damage with that one attack.
And what now?
And then you activate that.
And again.
And then I want you to come over here and distract these guys who are casting arrows at us. Why don't you make them rue the day for a little bit? Geraldo, can you come up here?
Yes?
See if you guys can.
I'm
On
on
my
it.
way.
Vile creature.
Like a little piglet thing.
As
Over
good
there?
as done.
There we go. All right.
Huh?
We'll let them play with the piglets.
What is it?
You're doing pretty good. I really like that double attack you have there. Do not hit Tungdill, please. Thank you. Tungdill, why don't you come over here? Get on that guy.
On my way.
That was awesome. He just knocked him right off the edge. That was beautiful. Oh, it was just so fun. All right, Tungdill. Why don't you use that other action point to get over there and take care of those guys?
What is it?
You. It's not gonna work. You only have one enemy around you, so why don't you go for that one? Nope. Make sure I don't get a.
And again.
Man, her aiming is terrible.
What is it? Killed.
Yes, absolutely. All right, let's get the entire party. Oh wait, no, there's one little hardy guy right here. Oh wait, no, we did it all. Okay, we did it. We did 50. Cool. I like that. I like those battles.
What the hell were those things?
Goimgar carefully pokes one of the dead little creatures with his sword, as if he fears it'll jump up and attack him.
Have you never defended your past, Simmerbeard? Those are Bognolem. Small, ugly, stinking, cowardly. Sound like anyone you know?
Goimgar looks angrily at Boindil and is going to reply, but Namora speaks first.
They are like little orcs. They are even more primitive and make up for their physical weakness through their sheer numbers. They live in caves all around here.
While the others talk about Bognolim, you examine a decorated ox skull that the orcs had with them. It wasn't made by them, and somehow looks valuable. You pocket it.
Okay, awesome. That was fun. And we have some more provisions. Okay. We've got a lot of mouths to feed in this party. We need to be aware of that. Let's go to Polebrook.
Your path leads you to a small fishing village on the banks of Lake Ontario. The villagers are busy and don't pay you much attention, apart from a fisherman on a boat who nods at you before returning to his nets. You can just about make out a jetty on the other side of the lake.
Let's pass the time of day with the fishermen as the party rest from their injuries, what little they were, in that last battle. And we learned what those things are. Little piggies.
Excuse me, my name is Tungdil. Can you ferry us across to the other side?
The fisherman looks across the lake to the jetty on the other side before turning back to you.
Oh, you're polite. I like that. Samuel is my name. I'll ferry you across for 10 provisions or 20 gold, whichever you prefer.
Oh, 20 gold, easily, because we need our provisions. Oh, and it doesn't even give us a choice. It tells us either gold or provisions, so I guess it's going to be gold.
You give Samuel the gold, and after a long discussion with the dwarves in the group, you follow him onto the boat. The dwarves literally leap out of the boat as soon as you reach dry land.
We could have died. I hope it was worthwhile, Scholar.
And that brings us right across the lake, which is cool, because that means we don't have to walk back all the way around and hoof it. Let's head here to the yes. Ale. Cold ale, even though it's watery human ale, it's ale. Thank Rackus.
A two-story tavern sits on the corner of a crossroads. The snow around the building has been cleared away, and a warm light is coming from inside. The sign above the door reads Minstrel Castle.
Minstrel Castle? That sounds promising.
Okay. Let's look at the surroundings.
The old building has nothing in common with a castle. It seems rather nondescript. A simple tavern for simple people.
The best kind of tavern. Simple.
Finally! Time for ale! My throat is completely parched.
As much as I hate agreeing with you, I too can hardly wait.
You enter the tavern with Bavragor and Boindale in front. On first impression, the interior is as inconspicuous as the outside. But when you take a closer look, you spot a couple of paintings of minstrels in front of a castle, a small stage that, judging by the dust, is only very rarely used, and a lute hanging on the wall behind the bar. There are not very many guests on the ground floor, perhaps a dozen, and most of them belong to a group of mercenaries who have retreated into the far corner. You sit at a table, and after a while you are brought the ale that Boindale has ordered.
There is a group of mercenaries. Tungdil is going to go up and talk first to the landlady, and maybe he can find out who those mercenaries, armed humans, are.
You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a stool. The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with long hair tied in a ponytail, looks up briefly but says nothing.
Let's see what she has on offer. Do a little buying and selling so we don't lose that chance. We can sell our... Oh, here's what I was looking for. Another large healing potion. Absolutely going to take that. And then increases the damage of auto attacks by 100%. Yes, let's take that. Because Tungdil doesn't do a lot of damage on his auto attacks. Ooh. Is that? Oh, and yes. Let's take this too. That's a real find. That means that we can upgrade this. Finally. Wonderful. All right. Tungdil sits at the bar, having already downed one ale. He is now nursing another. Yes, it is human ale. Yes, it's nothing like at Ogre's Death. But it's cold, and it's delicious, and washes the dust of the road from his tongue. He looks up at the landlady and then says, in hopefully what he hopes to be a very polite and non-offensive voice, he says, looking around, Minstrel Castle. It's a pretty name.
Say, why is the tavern called Minstrel Castle? It doesn't look much like a castle.
Oh, you don't know the legend, dwarf.
One of the guests next to you at the bar takes up your question.
There was a castle here once. No one knows its name anymore, so everyone just calls it Minstrel Castle. Once upon a time, a king lived in that castle. He had many subjects and an enchanting queen. But one day a young minstrel came along and sang of wonderful far-off lands, and the subjects began to complain about their own lives. So the king sent for the singer to hear for himself. He came and sang a wonderful love song, and the king began to be scared. He thought that the minstrel wanted to steal away his queen. Without flinching, he drew his sword and struck the boy down. His father heard of this. He was himself a singer, and so he went to the king and played a terrible song, a curse. The king was to vanish in silence, and no one was to remember his name.
And that's what happened. No one remembers the name of the king or his castle. Make of it what you will. The story's certainly well known enough in the area to give Arin its name.
Always one to enjoy a good tale. Tungdil thanks his two new bar friends, and then says he must go back to the others.
You nod at the landlady as you slip off the bar stool, and she nods back.
Unfortunately, we didn't get any information about these armed humans, but let's see. Friend or foe?
Good day, gentlemen.
Get lost, groundling.
Be
All right.
quiet!
The good dwarf may want to make use of our services if you stop insulting him.
The mercenary immediately becomes sheepish and concentrates on his tankard of beer.
My name is Gurnham, the leader of this troop.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Gurnham. I am Tungdil Goldhand. I actually do wish to inquire after your services against an orc camp in the west.
Yes!
The leader of the mercenaries looks at you, trying to size you up.
You and your companions look as though you know how to handle your weapons. Must be a damn big orc camp.
Otherwise, we wouldn't ask for your help. So, are you in?
Why not? 500 gold coins for me and 9 of my men in advance.
You go back to the mercenaries. They look up briefly before turning back to their drinks.
So, have you made your decision,
Ooh.
dwarf?
We don't have 500 gold coins because I just bought a lot of stuff. So, but this is how we can take care of that orc camp. We couldn't defeat it in episode 8. This is what we need. I think Namora is better to negotiate for the simple reason that she's a beautiful female. And well, let's put that beauty to good use.
You send Namora to try and haggle down the price of the mercenaries.
If it'll help against the orcs. Hey guys, we need your help with a couple of orcs. Name your price.
The men look up, and as they see who is standing in front of them, their faces brighten.
We wouldn't take money from someone like you, sweetheart. I'm sure you can show your appreciation in other ways.
Namora says nothing. She stares into the man's eyes, and he falls silent. He seems to shrink and to have lost the capacity to talk. Finally, Namora looks away and turns to go.
All right then, I'll find someone else.
Wait, stay here, darling.
The young mercenary jumps up and tries to hold Namora back by the arm, but she sidesteps quickly, and he grasps at thin air. He trips over Namora's foot, which just happens to be in the right place, and clatters to the floor.
Oh, come on, boys. Don't you know how to treat a lady?
The leader of the mercenaries smiles at Namora, revealing several missing teeth.
For such a beautiful woman like you, we'll make a very special price. For 250 gold pieces, we'll demonstrate what we're capable of.
Okay. Let's go back to the others and then see if we can sell something that gets us 250 gold pieces.
You nod at the mercenaries before you turn away and walk back to the others.
So let's go talk to the landlady.
You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a stool. The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with long hair tied in a ponytail, looks up briefly but says nothing.
And let's see what she has on offer. So let's... Now, one of the things that we can sell is this Talisman of Protection. And because we now have this one, this skull of an ox ornamented with satanic symbols. Yeah. But we also have 2 potions, but this 500 will get us what we need. Okay, let's go back to the others.
The landlady is...
Let's talk to the group of armed humans.
You go back to the mercenaries. They look up briefly before turning back to their drinks.
So, have you made your decision, dwarf?
So let's give him 250. I'm curious about letting Rodario negotiate, but I'm afraid that he'll raise the price. So if you want to know what Rodario says. Plus Rodario is just... He's such a womanizer that he immediately turns most men's backs up just by looking at him. And his face is just the type of face that makes a husband want to slap him, to be absolutely honest. So we're just going to pay 250 gold coins.
250 gold coins.
You place a pouch containing the counted coins on the table in front of Gurnham.
We will seize the orc camp with you, and then perhaps celebrate a bit?
He grins over at Namora, who manages with some effort to avoid killing the mercenary.
All right, so let's leave the tavern.
Bavigor and Boindil, who are absorbed in a drinking competition, have to be practically dragged out of the tavern. But in the end, you are able to continue your journey.
And that was not an exaggeration. Boindil actually did have to be dragged by Boindal, Tungdil, and with Rodario grasping him around the head in a headlock as best he could. So that was the secret. We cannot take on this orc camp without help. And so I'm so glad we were able to find that out here. And I'm really glad that I made the decision to come up here because it gave us some extra story.
The guards are much more alert now since the infiltration of the orc camp. You have delivered a serious blow to your enemy, and an attack should now be significantly easier. The mercenaries are waiting not far off, and are, as arranged, ready to attack.
All right, let's do this.
You enter the orc camp with your companions. You have a long way ahead of you.
At least we now know the route to get out, and it's a matter of, this is one of those things where we need to move through. Boindil and Boindal will stay with us. I kind of want to take Goemgar. Definitely don't want to take... I'm curious about her as a character, but her skills are really very lackluster. Particularly this one here. Because it just seems to miss everything. Miss everyone. This one is okay, and I did do some good damage, but I tend to rely more on skills that can do a bit of damage to a lot of enemies, and then do some cleanup. Or disable them, or even better, knock them down. Like this one here, this cleave is so good because it knocks some of them down, but it also gets them out of our way, and when we have such a huge number of enemies. So, first of all, let me take that out. Nope. I just want to take that out. Can I? Right? No. Okay. I guess I can't. So, what I was trying to do here is this one here. This Talisman of Protection is so important. And I think we're going to give that... It's so hard to say. This Talisman of Initiative is so important. Let me think on that for a moment. You increases the damage of auto attacks. That's for Tungdil. Because Tungdil just really hasn't got a lot of damage spells. He has some defense skills and movement skills, but his auto attacks are very weak. So that increases the damage by 100%. That's awesome. Basically doubles it. Boandil, I think I'm going to keep him on this Talisman of Healing, I think. Yeah. This protection one. Okay. Do I want to give this to you? Nope, this one here. He attracts enemies. You know, I think I'd rather give him this protection to keep him alive. Those action points are wonderful, and we really need them for this. But then, you know, it just becomes so many enemies that I can't even get, you know, wait. There's not enough health for him to even wait for this, so. And that means, do I want to increase the damage? Nope, you've really got it. You need health. You do need health. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. Boandil, you do need health. Okay, so now that we know the path and we've gotten our butt whooped here twice, let's go back in and hopefully prevail. Finally, yes, we have our mercenaries. Huh? Thank goodness. That should help us a great deal. All right. Come on, mercenaries. And in fact, you know what? Why don't you guys go first? Okay, so Boandil is already... Huh? I'm going to save this for when I really need it. And what I need is Goemgar. So you.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to tell these guys... I want you to put these guys on the mercenaries or something. Let them take some damage. Let's have them move to the side.
Hey.
Okay, and now... let's move the entire party up.
Bad?
Yes.
You. Here.
And what
you.
now?
Right behind him. Yes. You are right here. You two I want to stay right...
What is it?
Oh, can I select all... No, I can't.
Yes?
Okay.
As good as done.
That'll be
Okay.
safe, will it?
And then we'll let the mercenaries take care of those guys. Thank goodness.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Yes. What is it?
Okay, let those guys go ahead. And then... Goemgar.
Yes?
I want all these guys down the road.
Hey.
Okay, Goemgar.
Is it something bad?
Yes?
You too.
On my way.
Okay. Goemgar.
What do you want me to do?
Yes?
You leapfrog ahead. And by the way... Oh, I'm going to turn that on. Definitely.
Huh?
Have that on. And I'm going to actually move him right in the middle of this and scoot some of these guys off of this.
Huh?
And the same thing here. I'm going to have them shoot right in the middle of that. Knocking a lot of them off like they did there. And then I'm going to have Boandil,
Yes.
Tungdil come here.
Understood.
He hardly put up a fight.
Tungdil, you okay? Okay, there we go.
Is it
Gomgar.
something bad?
I want you to do a sweep on all these guys.
Who's next?
There we go. And you,
Yes. Maybe
I
it's
want
better
to
there.
move.
Is it finally
Actually,
over?
no it isn't, honey. Not even close. But why don't you move all these guys all the way, actually, I like to move them as far as I possibly can.
Hey,
Okay, Gomgar.
what do you
Time
want
for
me
you
to
to
do?
move. Did you do that? Yeah, you did.
Oh, all
Thank
right then.
Gomgar, move.
Yes?
That didn't do a lot.
What is it?
You, there,
Huh?
you, start to distract him and move some of them this way. There we go. You,
Yes.
are in a little bit of trouble.
What is
How
it?
about you run
With
for him?
pleasure.
Is
And
it
you-
something bad?
Run.
Maybe it's better
Here.
there.
Okay, so now Gomgar is going to do his wonderful trick and get all of these guys and move them all over there.
Hey,
You are doing okay.
yes.
I want you to continue over
Oh,
here,
all right
kind of
then.
staying out of the way.
Huh?
You run for
As good
here,
as done.
and
Huh?
you are currently enraged.
He hardly put up a fight.
There we go. I want you to do bloody scissors.
Kill.
Yes?
Tungdil.
What do
Gomgar.
you want me to do?
Stay right there and just don't get in any trouble.
What is it?
Oh goodness, you're up here. Oops. Tungdil.
Huh?
Why don't you move up and join him?
What is it?
You move here and help Gomgar. Gomgar.
Yes.
You move here, or you do this and attract all these guys back here.
He hardly put up a fight.
Okay, so Gomgar, you
What
need
do
to
you
move here
want me to
and
do?
fast.
And what now?
I'm gonna turn on your Talisman of Healing now
I'm with you.
and move here.
Vile creature.
Tungdil, you've got a pile here to deal with. I want you to do a leap attack right into the middle of this. Yeah, maybe like that. And then you
Yes.
are making your way up there. Okay. And you are too.
What is it?
Time for a pile of Bowendill in your face.
What do you
Gomgar.
want me to do?
It's moving here. And then I want you to distract all of these guys and send them all over there.
Hey,
Who's next?
Gomgar,
yes.
I'm gonna spend your last one here to give you a.
Maybe it's better there.
And then everyone
What do
here.
you want me to
There.
do?
And again.
Okay. Excellent. Bowendill is frenzied.
Huh?
Okay, now Tungdil. I'm gonna try and spare everyone their
At once.
action point.
Huh? On my way.
Yes.
Gomgar needs some Oh, interesting.
And that'll be safe, will it?
Not really. Okay, Gomgar. Oh, I need one more action point. Come on, give me one more action point. Give me one more action point.
What is it?
You're doing just fine. Bowendill.
And what now?
Oh, here we go. Why don't you...
What do you want me to do?
There we go. That's what I needed. Actually, that's not very helpful. So, Gomgar...
Yes? As good as done.
Here.
Uh-huh.
Tungdill. Yeah. Tungdill here. I think we might survive this one.
Yes.
Actually.
Maybe it's better there.
What is it?
And then you. So he needs some health, so I'm gonna let him get kind of on this guy and just start doing some Tungdill. I want you continuing forward. Bowendill continuing forward.
What do you want me to do?
Gomgar continuing forward, building up that AP.
And what now?
You are going to stay here and build up some... Actually, that was pointless. He didn't actually end up doing any damage. Eh, well.
Yes, yes!
Okay. So now, let's do some distracting again.
Is it something bad?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes?
Okay. You continue here.
As good as done. What is it?
You,
Hey.
I want you to just sort of stand here for a minute.
I'm with you.
Or go kind of slow because you need a little bit of health.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to need you to raise your defense bonus now.
What is it?
And you... I'm going to do that. Raise his might. And then cleave the heck out of everybody in here.
Too easy.
I said cleave the heck out of everybody. There we go.
Killed.
Here we go. So, Bowendill. You are doing okay on health. It's time for you to move in here. I want this guy down.
Come
I want
here,
you on him.
Huh?
And you...
What do you want me to do?
I want most of these guys up here. Put them as far up here as possible.
Hey.
And then you...
Yes.
Maybe there.
Oh, all right then.
Stay out of the way, Gomgar. Try not to get hit by a bunch of things. Bowendill. You.
What is it?
Ooh, I need you to get some AP.
What do you want me to do?
Uh-huh.
Tungdill, I want you on...
At once.
Standing right by Bowendill. Because Gomgar is... He needs to get out of there. He needs to head to, say... Let's do a shield bash, right? Here. No, actually, I take that back. I'm gonna use this again and get as many people out here as possible. There we go. That's the ticket. And then... Whew, he's still at half health, even with that talisman. Bowendill.
On my way.
Huh?
Tungdill. Want you on
End
this
it.
guy? To keep them off of Gomgar. And...
What do you want me to do?
Yes?
Just want to make sure. You are the one I'm worried about. I want you right here.
Of course.
Right there.
I have
Oh, goodness.
Bowendahl, give me a hand.
Darn it, I'd love to. Crap. This is the part where he always starts to go down. I may not be able to use him in this fight.
Is it something bad?
We made it all this way, even with the mercenaries, and we still didn't get that. We still got stuck at the same place. I don't know if all the mercenaries died or what. But right here is where we get stuck again.
What is it?
Alright, Bowendahl.
What is it?
Bowendahl stays near. If Bowendahl stays
Yes?
nearby,
All
right
right.
here. And then, yeah, right here is where we're going to get stuck again. Alright, so it looks like our best job, the best thing we can do for this fight is to keep the mercenaries alive. I think that's the problem. I just sort of treated them like a cannon fodder, as it were. But if I could keep the mercenaries ahead of us, or at least with us, we'll have a better chance at success. That's what I think. So, even though, you know, he is, I just can't, I need something more that's going to keep him alive. And so I think I'm actually, if I do keep him in, I'm going to give him those 2 health potions that are just going to waste on him. Because this talisman is just not working. Plus it also has a very high cooldown time. Let's hold the autosave. All right. We are going to do this fight again. And we're going to do it in the next episode. Because I am determined to be victorious. And keep those freaking mercenaries alive. And get us through this pile of... This pile. It makes me wonder if I had actually paid for 500 gold. If that meant I would have gotten more mercenaries. I don't know. If I can't win this fight, I'll go and test that theory. But I want to thank you so much for joining me for this episode of The Dwarves. This is also, this storyline is in a book of the same name. There's a link in the description below. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit the thumbs up button below. And if you loved it, join the party and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you want me to kick some butt in the next episode. And thank you, as always, for watching.